Hello and welcome, I'm Arumba. Thank you for joining me. Let's play some more Scandinavia in Victoria 2. Looks like the communist Brits are fighting some people. What kind of war do we have going on here? What's this all about? We've got the Workers' Commonwealth versus Württemberg, Bavaria, Baden, Spain, Austria, Hungary. The Ottomans, meanwhile, are fighting Egypt. That's not very nice of them. Triple demand territory. Now, how did they do that? Because you can only justify one, right? Did they just add it anyway? How did they do that with so little infamy? I don't know. That's weird to me. Meanwhile, Germany is getting bent over again. The German liberation of Nordheim. So you declared the war, and you're going to get your ass kicked, and they're going to get you cut down to size. Germany is not. People keep saying you should ally Germany. Germany is like a industrial powerhouse. They're going to kill everything. No. No, Germany is dead. Germany is boned. Also, now that Great Wars are unlocked, we are allowed to have a second Great Power ally. So right now, we are allied with Austria-Hungary, Spain. Do I even have a Great Power ally? Austria-Hungary is considered Great Power. Spain is not. So we can have one more. I don't want to ally the USA because I want to kill them. I want to take over. I'm going to do the same thing I did to. I'm going to take over New York. No, I can't take over New York. That's probably their capital state. I'm going to take over Pennsylvania. Let's go check out Pennsylvania real quick. So New York is probably going to be this one. No, it's not actually. Wow, we can take New York from them. Sweet. New York is mine. Fabricate, justify claim. As soon as we get down to 15 infamy, I am totally going to justify a war for the acquisition of a state. Oh, it's only 11! Yes, that's why we need to get down to 15. Gotcha, okay, gotcha. Yeah, I'm totally going to do that. I'm going to take over that one. I don't care about the border gore. I just want to take over the best stuff that they have. And then we're going to teach them how to speak Swedish. That's what we do here. Right, okay, so we're going to let the game run for a little bit. Oh, right. Ooh, Xinjiang. Aren't you in my, I thought you were in my sphere. Did I not sphere you? I did. Why would I want to attack someone who's in my sphere? I'm not going to do that. Right, I was trying to decide who I wanted to be my second Great Power ally. So, I like Austria-Hungary. Sure, they're cool. Why not? The Russians, no. No, we're going to attack them at some point. Chinese Empire is a, yeah, let's go for an alliance with them. You want to be allies? They will accept. Fantastic. We are now allied to the Chinese. Good deal. You want to help me against Russia? I'm just saying. Just saying it's an option. Do we have a CB? Is there anything we can do? Any justification for war that would make sense? Okay, so as long as two great powers are on either side of a war, it is officially a great war. And a great war is going to automatically add something in to the CB on both sides actually. It's very similar to cut down to size. It's going to dismantle the country and force them to pay war reparations, and basically just bend them over backwards, and forwards, and then backwards again. And that's what we want. So we would want to, if we're going to declare war on somebody, ideally we want to have great powers involved. So for example, the Russians are a great power. They are allied to whom? They are allied with the Workers' Commonwealth and the USA and the Netherlands and Persia. So the Workers' Commonwealth and the USA are both great powers. If I were to declare war and China were to join with us, or Austria-Hungary, either one, because I count as one, so 1 + 1 or 1 + 2. Ideally, it would be Scandinavia, Chinese Empire, Austria-Hungary versus the US, Workers' Commonwealth, and Russians. And that would make it a great war, and we could dismantle Russia. Oh, I want to do that so bad. Let's do that. Can we do that? What's like the simplest justification I can do to just go beat him up? Take from sphere from influence, only 4. Place in the sun, 10, 13. Free the people is only 7.5. There are no applicable states for that. Liberate country. Again, no applicable states. 4 and 3. So we could just fabricate a humiliate, and then just go to war with them, make it a great war, and then on top of humiliating them, dismantle them. I want to do it. We're gonna do it. We're gonna do it. We're gonna do it. It's gonna be great. Do we need to keep some troops over here? Yes, we do, because we're gonna be at war with Great Britain. Oh, this would be great. We get to siege down all of Great Britain again. Awesome. Okay, let's do some planning here. These are my primary armies, yes? We've got the English traitors, the Norwegian demons, the shield of the Danish. 7-2-10, 7, 1, 10, 9, 2, 12. How did they get so bungled up? God, it takes so much effort to like balance your armies out, man. Alright, well, you're not supposed to have that many in the back row. You're supposed to be 10. You only have one engineer. You need a second engineer. Crying out loud. Got an engineer over here. This is just the 12th army. This was an army that was prepared to be attached. I've got 9 artillery on it. This is a prepared army. These are mobilized stacks. You are also a kind of mobilized stack with some infantry built in, and you are an artillery. What the hell happened to all my engineers, man? Alright, I need some more engineers. Do we have a whole bunch of troops in Africa or something? Like, okay, I've got to just take the time. You need to go there. You are my African, like, put down random rebels stack. You, we just looked at. You have no engineers, you're just an infantry stack. I mean, we do need raw infantry stacks. This is like the only army that actually has the right number of engineers, but it needs an extra hussar. And it needs an extra infantry. So, rather than have this one that's all bungled up, I'm going to just take one of the infantry and the hussar. And one thing that's kind of annoying, every single time you reload Victoria 2, you have to redo your shortcut keys, your control groups. Alright, 12th Army, 9th Army. We have an artillery in Iceland. Okay, that was a bad idea. Don't get rid of you. I don't want to do that. The 10th Army. The 5th Army. The 4th Army. Right, okay, so you do have an engineer. We want to bring you up north. So let's bring you over to like here. Let's, we're going to balance, split, close. Take half of you down here. 12 transports should be enough. That can move 36,000 troops. Which is exactly what you are. Are you both? Did I tell you both to go? I do that a lot. Apparently no, I did not. Good. Okay, so we're going to move some troops around. Also, we're going to go to our military thing. We're going to see what we can actually build. We can build 20 units in Africa. Sweet. 8 in Europe. We're not going to build them in Iceland, though. So, okay, I know for sure I need some more engineers. Let's get some more... let's get some African infantry. Because there's so many. And then with the Europeans outside of the Iceland troops, we're going to do hussars and engineers. I need like probably like 3 more engineers, and like the rest can be hussar. Not counting Iceland, because you know it's not a real. Oh, these are not hussar; those are cavalry. Hussar. All right. Also, aircraft. Can we make aircraft soon? I want to make some aircraft. I'm totally going to kick Russia's butt. That's what I'm going to do. Be fantabulous. And not only do they have to dismantle, but I understand that they have to pay us too. They have to give us money. It'll be glorious. The Ottomans have accepted the demand of taking lots of stuff. You are not supposed to do that, Ottomans. Can I do anything to you? Like, relations are too high. Alright, I'm trying to sphere you, aren't I? I have you cordial. I mean, I wouldn't mind having you sphered. You've got a lot of land, though. Kaboom. What now? Military access in Belgium? No. Austria-Hungary has accepted peace offer. Liberate Wielkopolski. Austria-Hungary has accepted the peace offer from the Workers' Commonwealth. So does that mean that they surrendered? I think so. Let's see if we can find that. Wielkopolski. Alright, I gotta zoom all the way in. Find Wiel. Liberate it how? Like, return it to Germany? Is that what you did? Alright, whatever. Was that? I mean, that's not the German war. No, the Germans are still gonna get bent over. I like saying that. I don't know why. Germans are gonna get bent over. The Germans are going to get bent over. Just so you know, the Germans are going to get bent over. Okay, so that makes this stack good. The Sword of the Swedes has been restored. This infantry... Hey, we've been... yeah, that's the drinking game. Apparently, just so you know, there's a new drinking game. It's called Every Time Arumba Gets Discredited in Colombia, you have to take a drink. Every time... What was it? It was the last video. I just remember there are 2 other situations where you have to drink. Oh, when I tell people that they voted wrong, and I just choose another political party... yep, then you have to take a drink. And then there was one more. I should go look this up because I thought it was really funny. Let's see what it was. 1 second. This drinking game will kill you, by the way, just so you're aware. Be very, very careful. I do not recommend it. Where was it? It must have been 2 videos back. 1 second. This is worth it. It's worth it, trust me. I know there's no music and it sounds funny, but... Alright. Every time every time a crisis fails to cause a war. That was the 3rd situation. Happens all the time. Everyone's going to die. We're all going to get alcohol poisoning. Our scientists have discovered Jean-Claude Van Damme. We've also discovered the time clock. We have time travel now. I know. Hey, look at... Get ready for your second drink. Because this crisis will fail to enlist support, for sure. This is the Western Siebenbürgen crisis over the return of Romania's... No. Don't care about that. No. Nope. The crisis is... Oh, they got it. They elicited support. The Workers' Commonwealth. Oh, shoot. Now I got to decide. Am I interested in this crisis? It is, as a great power, it is expected of us to exert our position. So you want to do this. All right, fine. I mean, we have a truce. I'm interested. In fact, Great Britain, if you want to support one side, I am totally going to support the other side. Austria-Hungary is my ally. I'll support you, sure. I'll do it. Although, if we're going to do that, we should probably have army maintenance up. We're going to have to raise taxes a little bit. We'll keep tariffs low because people seem to think that it helps. You know, our industrial power is going up. Alright, so these are infantry. These infantry need to get relocated so that I can balance them out. So that was one of our navies. The other navy has already arrived, and it is trying to pick up some troops. Now, all of our infantry in Africa... Recruitment map mode, I'm looking for rally points. Is there one for rally points? Yeah. Yep, so they should just all rally down there. That's good. Yep, all the infantry come over here, and then we'll bring the infantry up here. I do want to have some attached stacks, but I don't want to have 4 of them. It's way too many. It forces me to mobilize, and mobilization takes time, and it's also just not good. I don't like it. I'd rather just have standing military. Same thing like with the Geneva Convention. People are saying you should sign the Geneva Convention because you want your population to be working in the factories. But at the same time, I am still a relatively low population country, which means that I need a higher percentage of my overall population to be in the military relative to other countries in order to have a fighting chance against big countries like, say, Russia, who have a lot more population. Or hell, even the Commonwealth. Commonwealth of Britain, or whatever the hell they're calling themselves these days. They have more people than I do. So if they have, say, 5 times my people, and they have 3% of their soldiers, 3% of their pops as soldiers, that's way, way more. That's like having 15% of my population as soldiers. So I can't sign the Geneva Convention. I can rely on mobilization to try to make up for it, but they're still always going to have more bodies. And bodies are important for hitting the floor. Obviously. We've discovered, I don't know, more stuff. Per Engelman. He's alright. I've decided that just completely ignoring generals is the way to go. The Workers' Commonwealth accepted the Christ offer of white peace. So yeah, I know. You're scared of me. I can tell. Alright, there's going to be more troops to bring up, so we will send you down here. You will hop on the boats. And then you will come up. Since you are all infantry, you will drop off like up here. You are going to head to here. No, don't. Well, actually, you can march through there. You know, we have a surprisingly high supply limit. Supply limit of 80. Wow, that's pretty good. We're losing money right now by quite a bit because I've gone to full organization. Let's go down to like... See, the thing is, supplies needed goes down. It's cut in half when you're at war. So to be at full organization when you're at peace is really, really expensive. You probably don't need to really go beyond 50%. And then when war breaks out, you can go up to 100% for the same cost. So, but we're actually not looking to go to war because the crisis got, you know, failed to, did not fail to enlist support, so don't get drunk. Don't get drunk just yet. Once I feel confident that we've got our units where they need to be, we're no longer building any more units, is that true? No, we are building them. Hey, pop growth plus 0.02%, X-rays, wonderful. And we have automobiles, sweet. We're driving cars now on all the railroads. So it's going to be good, though. You know, as soon as we get our people organized into our armies, we'll start the justification against Russia, and hopefully nothing's changed, and we can just have a fun war. I want to have probably 3 stacks over here. In fact, maybe even 4. We'll take these ones. And then we'll just have a defensive perimeter on Russia, and we'll let the Chinese invade from the east. Once they've started invading from the east, hopefully the Russians will respond and go over there, while I'm kicking the crap out of Great Britain. And then, once the Russians are to the east, then I will transport my troops back over, and we'll go for this. Also, Russia was going to bring in who else? They were going to bring in the U.S., which is another justification for having a lot of troops nearby, defensively. Alright, why don't you march, I don't know, like up here? Supply is great. Look at that, supply is actually good enough we can put both armies there. Alright, Gustav von Schmoller. Okay, here's what we're gonna do. So you were the English traders. You are wrong. You have... What do you have? I see 1 engineer. You need a 2nd engineer, and you need to ditch 1 cannon. So we ditch... No, that's not true. We need to ditch 2 cannons. And you need to ditch 1 infantry. I'm crazy. You need to ditch a 3rd artillery. Why am I being so nitpicky about this? Well... See, the thing is that combat width is at most going to be 10. Hey, cool, education efficiency. So combat width is going to be 10, so we want to have 10 in the front row and 10 in the back row. That's it. We don't want to go any bigger than that. 10 in the... That's 20, 60,000 troops, yeah. So we don't want to have an army that's larger than 60,000. Once we get to max combat width, which right now I think we actually have more than that. We have 20 combat width, but very soon... What happens is that the country that has the higher army tech that reduces combat width, wherever the hell that is in here, this one, they determine the combat width, and you shrink the combat width, which is good for you. So in 1900 here, we're going to want to research the bolt-action rifles, and we're also going to want to research gas attack, military directionism, probably this one first. But that's what we want. We want narrow combat width. So I'm going to keep on focusing on 60 stacks. Because long term, they're going to be the ideal combat width size. Short term, it's actually 20, so we just combine 2 in a fight. But yeah, I feel like that's a good way to go. Do we care about Navy? Not really. That's a lot more move speed, though. Raise the naval base max level? Nah. The naval game seems a bit kind of not necessary. There's more random prestige, factory input tech. You know, diplomatic influence could be good. Also, well, let's just check these other ones. Diplomatic points. That's these, which I don't want, because they just require me to click on stuff. An extra national focus, we could probably use that now. Yeah, we could. War exhaustion couldn't come down a lot. Rebel organization gain goes down a lot. Secret police. Alright, so I'd say it's a toss-up between, like, advanced metallurgy or... Let's do economic responsibility. Diplomatic influence seems pretty good. Germany has accepted the peace offer from the Russians. Alright. Alright, once that engineer gets there, that means that this army is good. So have them both go there, we'll have you come back this way. And now let's work on you. You are actually good in the back row. You need 1 hussar, 1 infantry. 1 hussar, 1 infantry. I have those. 1 hussar. And my infantry stack was here. You can go to there. And I actually probably don't need to send you back, do I? You have only 1 engineer, and you need 1 more infantry. I'm not going to worry about guards. I think they're kind of silly. So let's take 1 of the artillery, preferably one that has low pop units, like you. So you get to leave, and then we needed an engineer. And 1 infantry. Alright, so those should all be good. You lack an engineer. And then you need 8 infantry. So I'm going to take 5 infantry from here. And then this one's all really squirrely. We have a whole bunch of African infantry coming up. We're going to start turning some of these reserve stacks into proper stacks. And we'll rename them. Because every time you make a proper stack, they need to have a fancy pants name. It's important. 8210, cool. You can go up to there. Where's my navy? Hop on the boats as many as you can. Head up to there. And you can start taking some of these troops over. Why are you able to go through there? Is there a canal? That's weird. Did somebody build it? Yeah, the Kiel Canal. Somebody built it. Or did I do that? I don't remember doing that. Not enough people to actually carry this whole navy. That's unfortunate. Sorry, not enough navy to carry this whole army. We'll have to just quickly micro it over before I forget and lose track of it. Oops. Become more socialist, please. Alright, cool. I'm going to take a break here. Next video, I think we're going to actually be able to do the war with recent safari. I don't care about you. I want prestige. Yeah, next video, I think we're going to be able to do the thing. Let's do good healthcare because I want the population growth. Good healthcare. We have universal healthcare. Yay! It's not universal, but I like to think that it is. Alright, I'm going to take a break here. See you again in the next video. Thanks for watching, everyone. See you soon.